Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex and it is a pleasure to have you on the channel. So, today I wanted to go over some general art progression ideas that I've been personally using for the past 6 months. Going over like gesture drawing, which is something I use all the time. Since I started practicing, gesture drawing has been the most obvious showcase of how I've improved, like from beginning to where I am now. So if you're curious about that, you can check all my past practices. It's nothing special, but at least it shows you what it looks like for a total beginner. With that being said, let's get into it. So, if you're wondering what the heck is gesture drawing, this is pretty much gesture drawing. It's being able to draw the flow of the movement. So hopefully some of these are okay examples. You know, gesture drawing isn't about detail or anything specific like that. It's simple lines that direct the flow and movement of the body. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, if you give gesture drawing a try, I'm sure that you'll kind of get a feel for what I mean. Next we have the 3 basic shapes. So here we have spheres, cubes, and cylinders. So these 3 basic shapes can be used in a wide variety of ways. But one of the things you'll notice after drawing the shape so many times is you'll be able to get a feel for perspective. So when you have 3D space, there's something called foreshortening and perspective, and that's something that you have to train your eye to see, and hopefully over like multiple times that you're able to draw these basic shapes in multiple different angles and multiple different sizes and multiple different ways, warping them in certain fashions. You can use them to simplify the body, or you can simplify backgrounds. It's very versatile. It's so easy to do, and it's just one of those things that I personally have seen a lot of progress thanks to this. I'm super new to drawing, and if it can elevate my progress in such a fast-paced way, there's no reason why you shouldn't try it. So the next part we have, of course, it's drawing with the arm rather than the wrist. The more you use your wrist, the more likely you are to injure yourself. And it's not to say that the injury is going to be severe, but it's going to be something that can hinder you in the future. So one of the other benefits of drawing with your arm rather than the wrist is you're able to make rather long lines like this with no hindrance. So compare that to just your wrist. So if I want to draw with my wrist, I'm going to have to basically do several short strokes. Obviously this is a terrible showcase, but there's no way that short strokes will ever match the long stroke when drawing with your arm rather than the wrist. I don't know if I can showcase this properly, but maybe sometimes when you're drawing, you're making a lot of these scratch marks. I guess that's what some people would call them, kind of like that. All this just to make a single circle, whereas you could just draw a single circle on a line. I mean, you can do that with your wrist, but what happens if you want to draw a larger circle, or anything, or any shape, anything that requires more use of the paper? You don't want to have to keep adjusting your wrist to just make something that could have been done in one stroke. And that's one of the benefits of drawing with your arm. It just shortens time to draw certain shapes, draw certain figures, and that you may not have been able to do if you were just using your wrist. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up this video. In the description below, I'm going to leave a playlist of all the things that I talked about in this video. I hope some of it is able to help you in your art progression, especially if you're a total beginner. I personally believe this is just super easy to do. Doesn't even require that much time. You can do this 15 minutes a day, you can do this 30 minutes a day, you can do this an hour a day, and you're just gonna see, like, from beginning to end how fast you're going to improve. And I don't mean like you're gonna be able to see super fast progress in a day. I mean you're gonna see progress, over time. It took me 6 months to visually see how amazing, accelerated my progress has been. So with that being said, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.